But yeah, now it is completely broken and completely useless for me. But that's just how it is.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Hello one and all, and welcome back to the kingdom. I am the Duke, aka Dukinator, and we are playing a Let's Build series in Conan Exiles. I am so glad that you could join me this week because of the news that the wall for the palace has been finished. You saw me build most of it in the previous episode, and here it is. So it is done, it is finished, and I actually quite like how it actually came out. The look is not monotone, so it is been broken up by the arches and the top part section that is a different kind of wall. And also I've played down some snap points and then added these pillars that also breaks the wall a little bit into segments, giving it a different look. Here you can see also I had a bit of a challenge in the corners. I will show you that in a moment, but let me show you what it looks like inside. Of course, going up to the second floor, we have this section, and I also mentioned this corner piece that I might have added a decoration or something. In the end, I placed down a elevator that takes you all the way to the top, but I'll show you that in a moment's time. So going up from this floor to the next, this is the open part. You just take some stairs, or you can take the elevator all the way to the top. And for the elevator, I have closed off this section here where the elevator actually goes through. So it just gives it a nice look when you actually ride the elevator from top to bottom. And then of course all the way to the top. There we go. You can see the roof pieces that I've used on each one of these pillars basically, and then the corner pieces, the corner towers basically, and this is what they look like. I actually added some spaces in between, and as you can see, the sun shining through just gives it that lovely look. Not practical in real life, but very nice looking in game, that's for sure. So yeah, that is the top part. The wall on both sides is finished. I was thinking of maybe adding a statue or something in these spaces right at the top. We'll have a look at it, but first the elevators. So it gives you just that nice look when you actually go down. Aesthetic look. On the outside, so if we were to go out, this is what it looks like when it is done and finished. So as I said, I think it came out very nicely. I like it. Now you might have heard about the patch that came for Conan Exiles, the newest one that brings back the god avatars. And you might have heard some problems people are having to actually being able to play the game even in offline mode or single player. I did not have any of those problems, but the problem I did have was that it removed all of my teleportation statues, Wayfarer statues. Now that caused me a lot of extra work because I had to rebuild each one of these teleportation statues all over again, and then I had to travel all through the map and go back and place them where they were previously, because they were all gone. I had to replace all of them. Now I did not replace each and every single one of them because I can't remember where they all were, but hopefully I got most of them. So yeah, well, wall done, teleportation statues are back in place. Now the decoration can start. I'm not going to be focusing on the decoration just yet, mainly because as I build these settlements and start decorating the settlements, I will probably come across some decorations that I actually like and might start to incorporate them into our HQ, the White Palace. Now to build a wall this size really takes a lot of resources, a lot of time. Oh yeah, before I get to that, I also added these corners between the ground floor and the walkway on the first floor. It just, I think, caps it off nicely, gives it a nice look of stability, so it's not just floating in the air. Um, I think it came out pretty nicely. So yeah, back to resources. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to give you a time skip of how I go and do my business in terms of gathering the resources, which is a lot of work. It really takes a lot of time. But then you can actually see what I go through. First I'm going to do some wood, and then I'm going to do stone and ironstone as well. Just so you can see the whole process or the route I take in gathering my resources. Of course, I'm going to teleport to my mining facility. That's where it all takes place. And here we are. So after that, we are actually going to learn our first religion that we're going to use for our first settlement, our first town or city that we're going to build. And I already have a location in mind for that, so look forward to that. But for now, just enjoy the music and see all the work that goes into making all of this possible. There's a lot of speed build YouTubers, and they build some extraordinary buildings and stuff like that, but usually they just spawn in all the building pieces that they need. I do it a little bit differently. I gather all the resources that I need for my buildings and then build the building pieces to use them. So currently, as you can see, all these furnaces are not running. I'm going to gather the resources for all of them now. I'm also going to gather wood for these dryers so I can make some dry wood and later make some insulated wood out of that as well. So enjoy. Okay, so the wood that I've gathered was around 66,000. I think the branches was somewhere around 8,000 and the resin was 6,800, I believe. So that's all the wood I've gathered. I'm going to start adding them in here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's go with 16,000 for now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 stacks. Let's do the same over here. Like that. And here as well. Now, of course, I need bark to run these, and I've already started preparing the bark that I'm going to need for this process. Let's go with 2,000 bark for each. That should be enough. Let's start it to dry the wood. There we go. Like that. And like that. Now I'm just going to quickly put these away in a separate storage, just to make sure my inventory is empty for the gathering of the next resources. Just make some room. You probably saw that my steel hatchet broke twice in that process. That's just the way it works, basically. So now I'm going to start gathering stone and ironstone and let you enjoy that. areas I've been very not focusing. I was careless, actually. I actually forgot that when it comes to legendary items like this black blood pick, you cannot repair it when it is completely broken. I should have repaired it just before it broke. So yeah, I just lost my legendary pickaxe, which also means I did not get to complete all the resource gathering in this area. There's still a lot of stone, a lot of iron stone still around here. It's a pity. I really enjoyed that pickaxe. Its gathering resources was quite a lot per hit, and also it had a lot of durability. But yeah, now it is completely broken and completely useless for me. But that's just how it is. Hopefully I can get it from the bosses again when I start farming them in the legendary chests. We'll just have to see how that goes. So, time to bring all of these resources back. I'm just going to remove all the charcoal from them. Did I take that one? No, I did not. And then give them new stacks. Okay. Let's see, about 10 I think. Not sure how many I took. I did harvest some along the way as well, so that will help. Cool. Let's see where the other go. At the bottom. Let's take a stack there. And as soon as I have refueled these furnaces, I'm going to split up the stone on the one side and the iron stone on the other side into what I hope will be equal stacks. So I'm going to do that, and then I will bring you back after to go and learn our first religion. Okay, welcome back. All the furnaces are running. They are making thousands and thousands of resources for me. All the extra resources have been stored away at HQ. So now, at this moment, we find ourselves at the teleportation house where we usually come to get some black ice, which is down there, and also further down the ridge. And we are, if I can show you on the map, on the left hand side here, I think it is C12, just about. And we are going to visit a guy over at the outcast camp. That's basically where he is, and we're going to talk to him, and he's going to learn us our first religion. So we will head on over there right now. I think there's a few mountain goats along the way that we need to just make sure we don't get hit by them, and get some fur in the process as well. This is an extremely cold area, so if you don't have any cold protection, you're going to have a hard time. Currently I am wearing the dragon scale helm, which is also a legendary item, but it's got cold insulation, which gives me full bars of cold resistance. That is apart from the soul spile shield, which also gives it. This only means that I don't have to use the shield the whole time to actually give me the cold resistance. So basically I've got two items that protects me from the extreme cold. I am yet to find something that actually gives me protection from the heat in the volcano. that is usually still a problem. But at least now I am geared towards the cold, so I can handle the extreme cold. It's along this ridge. Here we go. One of the frost giants, but he's a friendly guy. So let's talk to him and see what he has to say.
By the gods of ice and snow, a new dream approaches. Hello, little dream. You are probably not real. I offer you welcome and polite palaver. You are exiled, as am I. Philosopher giant, some call me. I have been called sophist and fool. I am the outcast, and I no longer have a name.
Okay. A giant who is a philosopher who has been exiled. Interesting.
I have seen the hoarfrost glittering in the sun. I have heard the wind whispering across the everlasting snows. But with my mind's eye, I have seen the dark universe yawning. I have seen the black planets that roll without meaning or purpose or name. I apologize, little dream. My kin found my philosophizing tedious, and so they cast me out.
I wonder what these black planets are that he's talking about.
The frost giants, the children of Ymir, my kin, they do not appreciate abstractions. No one detested my musings so much as our leader, Hrungnir of the Frost. Hrungnir was a creature of instinct. He only existed in the immediate present. Battle and blood, and the steam rising off a slain enemy. These were all he valued. Hrungnir commanded that I cease spouting my philosophies. Cease even to think them. I could not. Hrungnir stripped me of my name. He beat my skull until the fragmented bones avalanched over my eyes. When I awoke, I was banished. In banishment, I remained.
Okay, let's see if he's got something else to say.
I do not believe the exiled lands are real. Do you laugh? Do you think this statement mad? Let us discuss. I submit to you this first point. This place does not quite make sense. It nearly makes sense. There are strange inconsistencies.
But it does have a point.
At first, I thought the exiled lands were purgatory. Hrungnir, I thought, must have killed me. Then, I revised my position. The exiled lands are a dream. Everything is figment. We are puppets to the bidding of vast, formless things from beyond. Do you not believe me? Let me ask you. Have you dreamed in this place? I have not. You cannot dream within a dream.
I don't even think I've actually slept in the game. Never mind dreamed. So he thinks he's like living in a matrix, maybe?
Now, little dream, I offer this disturbing observation. You are not me. I do not jest. Think back, little dream. Do you have any clear memories of a time before this place? Can you form a single recollection from childhood? Were you ever even a child? Or did you take form whole cloth when the exiled lands blinked into existence? Nothing is real. There is only empty, frigid space, and you are my thought.
Well, when you think about this as actually a game, then yes, he's right.
I have seen the hoarfrost glittering in the sun. I have heard the wind whispering across the everlasting snows. But with my mind's eye, I have seen the dark universe yawning. I have seen the black planets that roll without meaning or purpose. Or name. I apologize, little dream. My kin found my philosophizing tedious.
Okay, so I think
So
that looks like that's all of it that he's going to talk to me about. So let's learn the altar to Ymir,
This
and
is
we will
dream.
say goodbye to him. And I'm going to return to the teleportation house right now, and then I will bring you back when I am close to the area where I'm thinking of actually building a settlement that is focusing on Ymir. So we will build a sort of temple or building that will house his altar, and also a settlement, a town. And yeah, I'll bring you back for that in a moment. Okay, so here we are. We are just let me just check the map, north of the Mounds of the Dead. This is also where you find the vision of the man and the horse that's walking up this path. So we're going to follow this path. It's not far from here, I think. We might have to fight our way through some of the wildlife. But let's see, I think it's over here. There's a spot here I want to check out. Close to the snow. And there's a wolf. There we go. He's done. Some fur, wolf pelt. Always welcome. Was that something else? Oh, it's a wolf and a bear fighting. Ah, here we are. I think this is the spot. Yeah. I'm liking this spot. Right here in the snow, basically. I can wall off this section here, maybe build a nice big gatehouse maybe even. We can build a market square maybe here in the center where people gather, do some trading, and then houses and businesses all around here. And then at the top of this ridge over here we can build the let's call it a longhouse or a temple or whatever that's going to house Ymir's altar, overlooking basically the town down below. I think that is going to work. Okay, but this has been a long episode. Well, the recording has been long anyway. So I hope you like what you have seen. I hope you join me for the next episode when we start building our settlement down here. We're going to try and limit the foundations that we use, just for performance sake. And if you like what you see, please hit the like button. Thank you for joining me in this adventure. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to make sure you get notifications of the next episode that comes out. And share it if you like it. And I hope to see you next time. Enjoy.